So hi, hello people, welcome back to my channel Visualize with Vinny. So already we have begun our mains preparation journey and we have planned our journey. So in today's video we are first in the beginning stage of learning process, and as I already said you, the first stage of our learning will be the syllabus and the previous year question paper. This will cover 50% of our learning process, as I already mentioned. So starting with the first day itself, so I'm going to tell you the GS1 syllabus, how to study, or not how to study the syllabus, but how to decode the syllabus and how to study accordingly. I will give you a sample examination of GS1 papers, Indian art and culture, based on which you will prepare for all the other topics. Wantedly, I am not giving you the other things. I have prepared myself the other things, but I want you to segregate things. Only then you will know how to identify the syllabus, where it will come, and how can you answer your mains question. So I will give you just that framework, and I will also post that particular kind of thing in the Telegram group from 2023 to 2013. That is 10 years compilation of art and culture according to the year wise. So you can look at them and frame it according to the syllabus. And before starting the video, I will always give you a smarter tip to make your preparation easier or smarter. So the tip today is make use of the internet. Yes, that is the tip, because for UPSC you have n number of sources available in the internet. Please make use of them. For example, for this particular thing, I found Drishti IAS to be very useful, because for 2023 alone you don't have the question paper in their website, but from 2022 to 2016 they have the question paper compilation completely. So you can go there and just take the questions and cut that questions and paste it in whatever topic you want. So it is not a very time consuming process. In 3 to 4 hours you can complete one complete paper. For example, GS1, you can completely do it. So make use of the internet. For 2022 to 2016 you can make use of Drishti. For all other years you can use other website also, like Clear IAS is good, Insights is good, Byju's also is good. So you can make use of anything and you can make your own preparation. You can also write down things to make yourself memorize more. Whatever is comfortable to you, you can do them. So without any further delay, let's get into the GS syllabus first and then get into the previous year question papers and try to decode them both together. So first, talking about the GS1 syllabus, what are the main subjects that is covered in GS1 is primarily I classified them into 7 things, and for this also so many people will use different kind of things. I want you to go to the Drishti website and they have GS1 decoded syllabus. Some people can use Byju's, whatever is comfortable to you. More or less every website will have the same thing. Decoding of the syllabus, I will also provide that also in the Telegram group. You can also take that one, or you can go for Byju's if you like them. So what it is basically is, for example, if there is a subject called as Indian art and culture, and if there is a topic called as literature, they will decode the syllabus into different kind of literature, like Bhakti literature, Sangam literature, Gupta period literature. So they will have all the kind of literatures that you are supposed to study. So likewise, under every topic they will split into like 10 to 15 topics and they will give you what all to study under a topic. So I will just share them. Look at them, don't go deep into it. So our first process will be to study the basic syllabus and decode it with the previous year question paper. So to decode the syllabus in a basic manner, I have classified into 7 things in first paper GS1. So what are the subjects? So first subject is Indian heritage and culture. So in Indian heritage and culture, you will have salient aspects of art forms, literature and architecture. So these are the 3 things that is covered. Everything, every question that you find from 2023 to 2013 in art and culture, try to place them under these 3 topics of art forms, literature or architecture. And next is modern Indian history, and in that they have asked you to study only from the mid of the 18th century, that is from 1750 to the present. And in that also, they have not asked you to study everything. What have they asked you to study is significant events, personalities, issues, and then freedom struggle. In freedom struggle also, they have asked you to study participation from every part of India. So maximum people will study only from the northern part, and the questions are from northern part basically, but they have clearly specified in the syllabus that you are supposed to study throughout India and various contributors and their contributions. So this is the basic thing about modern Indian history. So whenever you are studying modern Indian history for mains, think about these topics. For example, any significant event. For example, non-cooperation movement is a significant event. Jallianwala Bagh massacre is a significant event. So any significant event you are supposed to give importance, because in the syllabus it is highlighted. So you are supposed to give importance to it and study. Similarly, personalities. So even in 2023, 2022, 2021, you can find personalities like Rabindranath Tagore, Gandhi, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. So why are they asking personalities? Because it is clearly mentioned in the syllabus about personalities. So people who read Spectrum or any kind of book, we will not learn personalities in detail. But in the question paper, they will ask about personalities, because in the syllabus it is mentioned about personalities. So that is why I said blankly studying will not score you marks. Do the previous year question papers to get more marks in your mains examination. And then the issues. This is very important, because whenever you're studying modern Indian history, for example, you study a tribal revolt, you can go to the question paper and see. I will read out the question paper. You will definitely understand that tribal issue. They will ask tribal issues. For example, the labor. The British migrated from India to Indonesia for work. So that is a kind of issue. So all kinds of issues are asked in question paper. So whenever you study modern history, remember these topics, and whenever you find these topics, pause there, give importance, take notes and study it again. Because there is a high probability of asking the question. And even in these, when you go through the previous year question paper, you will understand the repeated topics they have been asking. So we will just come to it later. Next, it is post-independence India. In post-independence India, you will learn only about consolidation and reorganization. That is nothing but how did India come together, how did the states form together, how did the administration of India go together after independence, how did we see, we are a very diverse kind of people. You know, right? We are like somehow I am, even in Tamil Nadu I am belonging, we have different dialects. Even what I speak you don't understand, what you speak I can't understand. Even in Tamil we have lots of dialects. So we have lots of languages, lots of cultures, lot of different things. When British left, we had to find a way to consolidate us, be it law, be it in law wise for entire law, constitution for the entire country, be it administration wise, the bureaucrats. So that is why we are called as steel frame of India, right? So there are a lot of things that we did for consolidation and reorganization. So only that part will be covered under the post-independence India. And when you analyze the previous year question paper, you will understand that not more of the questions are not asked from this area, but not more of the questions are asked from this areas. Rarely 1 or 2 questions come every year from this area. So this post-independence consolidation will be your last preference when studying according to the syllabus. And then it will be world history. So in world history, they have given many topics like industrial revolution, like events. They have asked you to study the events of 18th century alone. So important events of 18th century, everything you have to study. Like industrial revolution, world war, withdrawal of national boundaries, colonization, decolonization. And they have mentioned the events of 18th century. So 2023 question paper, you can see the invention of railways. How did it impact the entire world? So they have asked this question from world history. But railways is not mentioned in this. But remember, events of 18th century. So discovery of railways was, the steam engine was an important player in aggravating the industrial revolution. So that is also an important discovery of 18th century. So that is why they have asked this question. So whatever they are asking is directly related to the keyword in the syllabus. So whenever you are learning whatever material you're reading, be it newspaper, be it books, or be it whatever things, remember these topics and start taking notes, or try to remember kind of things according to this particular notes of the syllabus, so that it will be very easy for you to answer even in writing. Next, also the political philosophies in world histories like communism, capitalism and socialism and their effect on society. You don't need to understand the basic kind of ideology, all the kind of thinkers. They are not asking this. They are asking the impact of these ideologies on the society, and all the questions that have been asked in world history from ideologies have been only the impact on the society, because in the syllabus they have asked only the impact. If you are sitting and learning all the thinkers and what all they did, their history, their background, it is a waste of time, complete waste of time, because in the syllabus what is specified, learn only that. As in the first video I said, do what is needed alone, don't do what is not needed. If you do, it will be a waste of time and will not fetch you more marks. Maybe it will fetch you 1 or 2 marks, but not more marks. And then the fifth part of the syllabus is Indian society. In Indian society is very important, because when you start filtering the questions, you will understand that 6 to 7 questions every year comes from Indian society. So it is very important, and it is a very dynamic area, so that you can broaden your minds and write whatever you want, be it in the present times or past. But in history you're supposed to memorize, but since Indian society is very dynamic, you can have present examples also. So this is a very interesting kind of subject, and also the most scoring kind of subject, because 6 to 7 questions are asked every year. This is very important. So they are asking salient features of Indian society, diversity of India, role of women and women's organization. And when you start segregating the question paper, you will understand women is one of the favorite area of the UPSC, and every year, not even every year, once and twice year, definitely you will have a question from women in Indian society or in the modern Indian history. If you don't have in Indian society, you will have it in modern Indian history. If you don't have it in modern Indian history, you will have it in Indian society. So these are all the things that I got from, pondering upon the question papers. I want you to do this too, so that you will get a lot of idea of what to prepare for UPSC, what only to prepare for UPSC. That is more than sufficient. If you segregate it, your preparation will be very simple. Within 3 months, we can easily learn. We can master it. Then population and associated issues, poverty and developmental issues. And you will understand in the society, often population and poverty are related and asked in questions when you go through the question paper. And then urbanization, their problems and remedies, effect of globalization, very important, because 3 to 4 questions have come from this area. Social empowerment, communalism, regionalism, secularism, and all these ideas, as I already said, no ideology is continuously asked, their impact on society is asked. So whenever you study an ideology or a kind of thing, always remember to learn their socio-economic impact on the society. That is very important. Collect points as such. Don't simply learn the ideology or thinkers or more background on it. Yesterday also I posted a video on like Naxalism. So don't try to take this point. So already I have said one person who has written the answer. We tend to make that mistake. So already I said what is asked in the syllabus, their socio-economic impact or general impact on the society. So whenever you study an ideology, always study the impact it makes on the society. That is the part you have to cover. So this is how you're supposed to study. So whenever you study like this, you will study only limited facts, and you can easily reproduce them in your examination. Because when you study background, the year or the kind of persons involved, so much lot of facts, you will not remember everything, and you will miss out what is asked in the question. Next, sixth part is world geography or the general geography, and seventh part is Indian geography. So what all things you will learn in world geography, you will learn it with respect to India. And as you go through the question paper, you will understand more focus is placed on India nowadays than the world. For example, before they will ask you about like ocean currents, now they are asking about the impact of changing ocean currents on India. So more focus is taking place on India. So focus on India also, but world is also important, but give more focus to Indian geography. You have to learn the salient features, and industry is an important area. 1 or 2 questions are asked from this industry, the location of industries. So you can learn them with respect to the world as well as to India. Then important geographical phenomena like cyclones, earthquake, tsunami, etc. And cyclones are the most repeated or the favorite part of UPSC. So all the basic things, from the basic things to the depth, they have asked. Why tropical cyclones is forming only in this area? Why they are naming the tropical cyclones like that? Who is naming? What is the color code that is given for tropical cyclones? Why southwest monsoon is happening here and 2023? Why it is named so? So cyclones is an important favorite area of UPSC and they have been repeatedly asking. So what can you understand from this? Learn all basics of cyclones and all the updations of cyclones. Easily you can score one question in geography and go. It is very simple. You don't have to read all the geographical phenomena very depth. All other things you can have the basic idea. For this, go depth, learn for this and put your effort on this subject, on this particular subject like cyclones and geographical phenomena. Don't put for everything. You will waste your effort and time. So this is how you are supposed to associate your syllabus with the question paper and make a link and study, so that you will save a lot of your time as well as your energy as well as your preparation, and you will not lose interest in this preparation. And and also the changes in the critical geographical phenomena and their changes that they are making in flora and fauna. Basically the climate change factor that is affecting us, we all know. So based on this only, you're supposed to study, prepare notes as well as read newspapers, etc. So these are the basic things that you are supposed to do. And now what we will do is we will look at the question paper of just get me a minute. So we will look at the question paper of art and culture. I will give you a sample thing. So I will also post this in Telegram. You can look at it and prepare it for all the other 6 topics that I have given you. Like I have said you, the Indian society, world geography, Indian geography, modern Indian history, post-independence India, and the world history. So all these other 6 topics, please prepare yourself. I wantedly didn't post it, or I don't want to post it, because I want you to go to the question paper, understand things, analyze things, because only when you sit and do, you will understand the importance of question paper or how they are asked. You will think and you will start learning that way. So that is why I am giving you only a sample and not providing anything. But if you have any doubts of how to segregate things apart from this video also, if you have doubts, you can definitely post in that Telegram and I definitely help you in that. So if you take UPSC 2023 question paper, look at the first question. Explain the role of geographical factors towards the development of ancient India. So this topic will not cover in whatever is set in the syllabus, be it the salient features of Indian culture or the salient aspects of art forms, literature, architecture. It is not an art form, literature or architecture. So this is a bouncer question. So but the bouncer questions are very general in nature, like everybody can answer in some way. So like that only the bouncer question will be. But don't spend too much time on bouncer questions learning them, because you may get it or you may not get it. So first question is that kind. Look at the second question. What are the main features of Vedic society and religion? Do you think some of the features are still present in the Indian city? So this is the second question. Remember this question. 2022. See the question. How will you explain that medieval Indian temple sculptures represent the social life of those days? How it is representing those days? I will give you another question from 2020. Persian literary sources of medieval India reflect the spirit of that age. Comment. This is a 2020 question. And 2015 they have asked, the ancient civilization in Indian subcontinent differed from those of Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece in tradition and culture, but we have been preserving it till present day. Comment on that is a question. And look at the next question of the same year. Mesolithic rock architecture of India not only reflects the cultural times but also a fine aesthetic sense comparable to the modern painting. Critically evaluate this statement. So why I have been reading this question is I want you to focus on that word reflect or represent. So more kind of questions of art and culture, they are asking you to reflect either with respect to that period or with respect to modern period. For example, a simple question I can give you is, the Indus Valley civilization sculptures reflect the culture of that period, 2500 BC. Comment. Or IVC sculptures reflect the spirit of today's time to comment. So this is the type of question that UPSC is asking. So if you sit and study what are the sculptures available, who all were the sculptures, no use. It is not going to fetch you marks. But rather, when you study, try to study in this way, because I've already given you 5 questions. Within 5 years we came across 5 questions of this nature. So this is how you have to interpret the question paper and study as such. So more questions have come from reflection part or representing part. And another interesting kind of question is, they have always tried to compare two things of the same nature where one is less significant than the other. Then they'll ask you why it is less significant. For example, I will tell you a question. Taxila University has a lot of personalities in different disciplines. It is one of the greatest university in ancient India. But Nalanda is also a university of that kind, but it is not considered a university in the modern sense. Why is it so? Is a question. See, this is a comparison question between Taxila University and Nalanda University. Why Nalanda is not a university in modern sense, while Taxila is? They've asked you why. Similarly, see, Gandhara sculpture owed as much to Romans as to Greeks. Explain. So, Gandhara sculpture is owing more to the Roman culture than to the Greeks. Explain. So, this is also a comparison between Greeks and Romans with respect to Gandhara sculpture. Fine. This is a kind of comparison question. So whenever you come across certain kind of art and architecture where similarities is there, for example, you can take the Dravida architecture as well as the northern architecture. You can compare things. So try to compare things and learn, because comparison is also the favorite area of UPSC when it comes to art and culture. So when you read questions, segregate questions, you will understand how UPSC is asking question and you will prepare according to that. Otherwise, you will randomly prepare things, you will learn a lot, but you will not be able to produce it in the paper. As I already said, it is a skill. You do what is required, you will pass the examination. So all I wanted to do to you is give this sample so that you understand that how to segregate the question paper and how to interpret the question paper. I'm not a big interpreter, but somewhat I love to interpret and analyze things. I think somewhat I helped you in interpretation, and I want you to do this for every paper yourself so that you learn this skill too. I want everybody to become their own things, not depend on others, because when you depend on others, ultimately you will not learn things. So try to prepare for all the 6 other topics. So that is my work too, and we have to complete it by tomorrow. Then only we can go for GS2 by the next day. So maybe tomorrow I will also post another thing on Indian society or something else on this, but try to complete it by the next day. And maybe in this Sunday we will write a test on GS1 question itself. So we have a general idea, so we will write on GS1. So this is all from my side. I think the video has been long, but I think this was useful. And do like, share, comment, and I have seen a lot of people joining the Telegram channel. Don't just simply be an observer, try to participate, gather knowledge and also give knowledge. Try to participate in the answer writing session also, so that we will build a good community. And I'm sorry for the lighting effect because I just came from work and I had to record it anyway. And sorry for the cough in between because as I already said, I'm just recovering. And thanks for all your support, and keep preparing, keep aspiring, and no matter whatever comes in your way, do as much as you can, and keep inspiring, keep preparing, and all the very best. And see you in the next video by learning a little bit extra. Bye.